Namaste and crystal blessings to my earthly, celestial, and elemental soul tribe in this realm and beyond. Nikki from Nikki and it's a Cosmic Creative, wishing you all the highest vibration of love as always. From my heart space to yours. So today I am going to share with you these beautiful rowan berries. So we have like about 4 or 5 trees around the house at our land, and yes, this is my new discovery. In Swedish it is called rowan bear. So that's what my husband told me the first time I arrived here 6 years ago. Rowan bear used to make wine and jam and stuff like that. And with all my traveling that I did this last 6 years, from Sweden to back to my equatorial land, then to Portugal, and all this traveling that I did not actually took time to research on this beautiful rowan bear, which I did not know it was, or it is, sorry, rowan berries. So when, him being Swedish, Nordic, Scandinavian, he didn't even know, with all the stories that's so rich in this culture about this magical rowan tree. So when I came about on Etsy site, actually, someone selling these dried berries for spellcraft and all that, then I went like, okay, this looks like our rowan bear. Okay, and it's advertised as rowan berries, of course, in English. Then I was like, how did I missed it? We have this tree all around us. It's actually sort of almost, or shall I say yes, it's actually all around us. We have 2 big trees that I posted in my previous video. You can check it out, my little rowan tree tour. And we have 2 and some smaller, I can't call it a tree, it's more like a bush, 3 in the back, and the side of the house is 2 or 3 of it, and one is like almost to the end of life, drying. And yeah, almost actually it's a circle that is surrounded the house with this beautiful protective tree being. As you know, there's a lot of stories, folklores, mythology, which I don't call mythology, I call them old stories, ancient stories, because what is being labeled mythology could have actually happened, could have actually existed. So everything that was pre-Christian era was labeled mythology. So whether it's Norse or Celtic, all over the world, South American, there's so many different cultures, Indian, from India, the Far East, of course the Greek and the Romans, spoken about mythologies and creatures and gods and goddesses. It's my inner knowing. I feel they may have existed, but not the way it is being told, with all these flavors and colorings to the stories, and yeah, romanticized. But they could have lived in this earth realm. That's magic. The alchemists, the wizards, the warlocks, the witches. And here we are being erased from those knowing own knowledge, as we call that. I think there's a train approaching, so I need to just pause for a moment. And look who's here, came for a visit. My familiar. It's Mahara de Zigipush. Oh, I love you, zillionfold. So how magical it is, the kitty came to join us. Oops. So yes, as we continue with our rowan tree. So rowan tree, like I said, I don't need to go about elaborating on it. There's a lot of articles, videos you can watch if you are into spellcraft and divination and using it for the normal purposes, as you can make wine and soups and preserves and jam and jelly. They are high in vitamin C and all the different vitamins that berries carry, but try not to eat it raw because they are high in parasorbic, if I got it right, parasorbic acid. So it can give complications in your digestive system and other complications. So if you really want, you can take maybe a few, but not the whole bunch, and try to cook it before if you really love rowan berries. And you can dry it, and even during Christian times it was made into rosaries, those dried berries. And the wood of this rowan tree was made into runes, and because it has a lot of stories how powerful it is, how the rowan tree helped Thor in his quest of traveling, and the women were created from rowan tree, where the men were created from ash tree, according to the Norse ancient stories. And there are so many. The other day I heard another story about how this eagle of the gods, I think this is Celtic ancient story, that the eagle of the gods actually fought with demons to protect the elixir, to bring it back to the gods. So during the fighting with the demons, finally got the elixir. So as it bled due to the chaos with the demons, the blood from the eagle, I think, turned into rowan trees. And yes, and that is why it's said by the storyteller that those leaves looks kind of like eagle feathers, falcon, the hawk's family. So, and it is very protective, used for protection, highly magical. And me not knowing since 2016. Late bloomer, as always. Rowan bear is rowan. So I will try to I need to share with the birds because soon they're going to come and feast on it. I need to share with the bird beings, the avians. So I will harvest some to dry it, to make it into for craft, spellcraft, and also try to make some preserves or jam from the multiple recipes that you can get online these days. Yeah, I'm still in awe actually, how we are surrounded by, because my husband has been staying here for the last 15 years, not knowing, but it has been protective, yes. without us realizing it. The tree beings, and we have this beautiful bird, triquetra, you've seen in my videos. So yes, we have been in this beautiful divine nature, being guarded and guided by the spirit of nature. And I'm so grateful to have finally found and discovered, just at my backyard or front yard or around my yard, this beautiful rowan berry and rowan tree and the magic it shares with us. So if you come across my video and if you have something to share that you've used rowan tree, the leaves, the berries, the bark, the branches, you know, anything from this magical tree for your practices, you can share it with me and see how you connect to this beautiful tree being. I would love to know, because I'm new to this journey of spellcraft, and I'm discovering slowly but surely. So lots of love from me in Lakesh. Namaste, and I hope you enjoy it. This beautiful berries, though it doesn't show so much of the, it's a kind of dark orangey, actually, a different shade of, it's not really red, so you can see it from this, me and my rowan. Lots of love in Lakesh. Namaste.